Well, the Warriors and the Cavaliers are back in the final. Sorry. The Warriors and the Cavaliers are back in the finals, and we're all so excited to see this matchup. Yay! Alright, y'all, basically today, this is befitting my mood, okay? I'm tired. I'm tired of it, alright? And so that's why I decided to switch up the scenery and move my camera over to my sleeping area, okay? This is where I sleep every night. Y'all can see the Lakers logo on the covers. You know, I sleep in greatness. But, yeah, this is gonna fit the vibe of the video, okay? Today we're just gonna chill. We're gonna discuss, alright? So I want y'all to, in the comments, discuss anything, any point in this video that you see that you like. Caitlyn, what are you talking about? Put that in the comments. Or something you agree with. Put it in the comments and everyone respond to each other. I really want to discuss, because that's the vibe of this video. It's not going to be like a heavily edited video or anything. I just got to talk to y'all about, like, what do y'all think about this? Honestly. Really. Alright, let's get started. First of all, I just have to start this video by saying I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong. And both predictions came to pass. Both of them. Celtics versus Cavaliers. I said the Cavaliers would win. You guys called me crazy. Alright? Celtics went up 2-0. You guys expected me to change my opinion. You guys seem to think I'm wrong. I don't know what gave you that impression, since all of my predictions come to pass. But you guys still didn't believe me. You said, oh, they're 2-0. I don't care. I already know what's going to happen. Came to pass. Basically, the Cavs won. Tragic. And for all the Celtics fans out there, you guys actually made the playoffs. We didn't. So let me give you a hand clap. So close yet so far, and you get to sit and watch the finals knowing that you were almost there yet didn't make it. Congratulations. Moving on to the Rockets versus the Warriors. Once again, I predicted the Warriors to win, even though I was kind of torn. I wasn't sure, but if you check the video, I predicted the Warriors to win, and then guess what happened? I already knew it was going to happen before it came to pass, guys. I'm never wrong. It's just a fact. And we were at Yard House, and we were watching the game. Everybody in the whole place was watching the game, basically. And there were some drunk people in the corner. Not even in the corner. They were in the bar. Let me tell y'all, just, guys, don't drink. Kids, it's embarrassing. It was sloppy. They were messy. There were some Rockets fans. There were some Warriors fans. They all were a mess. The Rockets fans especially, they were so celebrating in the second quarter when they were up. I said, guys, well, I didn't tell them this because they probably wouldn't be able to understand me. They're over here drunk. But, guys, we know that the Warriors thrive in the third quarter. And they thrive when they're down. Why are we celebrating now? And plus, I already predicted, they didn't know this because they probably don't watch the channel, but I had already predicted the Warriors to win, so why get excited as a Rockets fan when you're up if you already know I predicted the Warriors to win? Sure enough, third quarter came around, they're silent as a rock. And the Rockets missed 27 threes in a row. 27 threes, that's almost 30 threes in a row they missed. And they lost. Tragic. I was really going for the Rockets, though. Let me tell you that. I was going for them so hard. I really wanted the Rockets to win. And it's a blessing and a curse that I am never wrong, because I knew the Warriors were going to win. You know, I knew it. But I really wanted the Rockets to win, and it sucked watching the game, knowing that whatever the Rockets do, it doesn't matter, because I had already predicted the Warriors. Tragic. Now, with Steve Kerr, okay, he said something after the game that was just... it was a little annoying. He said, with our team, there's so much firepower that at some point, we're going to get it going. And that's true. That's a luxury that most other teams, if not all other teams, do not have. No other team has 4 All-Stars to just bang, bang, count on, you know? They're going to get going. He said, it doesn't even matter. Steph Curry, at the end of the game, he said, we've never felt this way before. Even towards the halftime, people were even starting to get a little edgy. I said, what? Y'all have literally never legitimately been concerned about losing like not going to the finals ever. Like they, not even ever, but just in these recent, you know, super team era, you know, they've never even thought about maybe we might not be able to make it. That's crazy. Every other team, you know, they play like their life is on the line. But these guys, you know, I mean, I'm not saying they don't try hard. I'm just saying they already know. Because they have 4 different all-stars to lean on. And even Steve Kerr said it. We have so much firepower that at some point, like, even if we're off, at some point we're going to get it going. Which is tragic because no other NBA team in the league has that luxury, i.e. the Warriors. The Rockets. Okay, they have James Harden, CP3, all-stars, all right? You have other people that are playing like all-stars because they have to step up. But they do not have 4 all-stars to lean on like that. It's just not, it's not the case. And then one of their all-stars was injured. So, you know, well, we're going to get to that a little later. I just want to bring up this point real quick. I know the Warriors fans are going to get real mad right now. This is the point in which they will get triggered, some of them. The logical ones will, you know, they'll hear me out. But the other ones, we're worried about them. But just imagine being Chris Paul, okay? I hate to bring this up, but the veto trade, okay? You were on your way, bags packed, to the Lakers. Super team was going to be formed. You know, you could have done some serious damage with that team. But imagine the NBA vetoes your trade because they don't want a monopoly to be made on the NBA. They don't want a super team to be formed and them to dominate. Guys, I've read up about this trade numerous times. Hearing from the NBA owners, they were scared that this team was just gonna dominate. They didn't want that to happen, right? Vetoed the trade. Okay, I'm over it. Maybe I'm not over it, but I'm gonna act like I'm over it, okay? As a Laker fan. Now, as CP3, the trade is vetoed, you're just dumped to the Clippers. Very tragic, and you never get out the second round. You finally escape the unlucky grip of the Clippers, right? And you're on your way to the finals, and you get injured. Tragic. And now you have to sit on the sidelines and watch as a super team, just like the NBA didn't want and they vetoed, gets to do to you what you could have possibly been doing. You know, just that series of events is so tragic. Chris Paul, I love you and I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry this super team is doing. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this, CP3. You don't. You don't. And I am already prepared, guys. I already know half the keyboard warriors are halfway through their comments talking about, well, it was a trade and not an off-season choice, you know, a free agency choice. You can't. Look, I know. A free agency choice is different than a trade. However, the NBA did not want a super team to be formed. That's the bottom line. They didn't. Okay? Now, just to sum it up for you guys, okay? The outcome is the same. I don't care if it's through a free agency choice or a trade. A super team was formed. And that was what the NBA didn't want. So much so to the point where they vetoed the trade. They literally said, no, you cannot do that because we don't want this team to dominate like this. And now this team is just dominating like this. You know, I'm not going to go back to that. I'm not going to go back into that. I'm just saying, it sucks to be Chris Paul. Because please, don't bring in the Heat was a super team. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that from CP3's perspective, it must suck, you know, to literally be told you can't do this. But now they just did it and they're killing you with it. Tragic. But that brings you to my next point. The Warriors, they're a pretty lucky team, okay? They're one of the luckiest teams ever. I'm not saying they didn't put in hard work, okay? They're 4 all-stars. They put in a lot of sweat and tears into you know, cruising to these finals. All 4 years, you know? But, you know, 2015, Love and Kyrie. Injuries plagued that whole series for the Cavaliers, and, you know, the Warriors were able to benefit off of that. Kawhi was injured. We're not going to relive that. We're not going to relive how Zaza basically assassinated Kawhi Leonard. We'll just skip past that. DeMarcus was injured this year in this Pelicans series. I don't know how y'all think that would have affected it. Whatever. It's DeMarcus Cousins, though. Let's just put that out there. And then CP3, of course. That's the main one we're going to focus on from this year. CP3 got injured, and that definitely changed the outcome of this series, okay? They would have had a chance. They would have had more of a chance if the point guard Chris Paul himself was playing. They would have had more of a chance, and they didn't have that chance. It was ripped from them. Tragic. They lost. That is very lucky, okay? Every year, major players go down. I'm not saying this is a conspiracy or Warriors, they don't have to try because, you know, I'm not trying to discredit them or anything. I'm just saying it's very lucky. They're very lucky. But please don't take away from the Warriors 4 All-Stars and their accomplishments and their bench as well. And anyone else who like latched on, like Nick Young, wanted to get a ring real quick, so he chased to the Warriors. You know, like, don't take away from that. They still did their thing this year. You know, they balled out. Their 4 All-Stars really balled out. But, you know, they are very lucky. Now, let's move on to the Celtics. Just quickly, LeBron and friends beat the Celtics. I call them LeBron and friends because they don't deserve to be called the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's LeBron Cavaliers, as I've said. I saw people holding the trophy as if they did work. I said, I'm pretty sure. Who was that? Is that Shammy Wells in the picture? Some of y'all might know who I'm talking about. Is that Shammy Wells? Who are you? I've never seen you, but yet you're in the picture acting like, oh, we did so much. Y'all did nothing. None of you deserve to touch the trophy. That you basically were in a group project. You did none of the work, but still got an A. And you're flexing because of that. You did nothing. And this is why you really can't hate on LeBron, because in all these interviews and all these post-game pictures, you see LeBron with all these ice packs on him. He's sitting in the corner. Post-game interview, everybody's up, everybody's hyped. He's sitting down. He's tired, guys. You saw how much the workload he put into carrying their whole city to the finals. And you got these other people celebrating like they did work, and he's just sitting there because he's so tired. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. Like, none of y'all really deserve to even touch that trophy. Let me just get that out there right now. And if you guys, never mind, I'm not even gonna go there. That's for another video. But Cavs versus Warriors, 4 consecutive years. How do I feel about that rivalry at this point? It is what it is, guys. Now, there have been some people on Instagram and Twitter that are actually like really mad about, like, oh my gosh, they're competing again and again. I'm not mad, I'm just kind of bored. You know, it'd be nice to see somebody else maybe. It'd be nice. But, you know, it's the same old, same old. I almost tend to think that the Celtics versus Cavs was low-key a better rivalry this year. Like, nobody was waiting for like the Cavs versus Warriors, you know? The Celtics versus Cavs, that's what I will give the Celtics. It was a great, you know, storyline, a great little rivalry, and I liked it. I enjoyed watching it. Cavs versus the Warriors, however, we got the 4 All-Stars versus LeBron. I mean, at least the last years, I mean, you had Love and Kyrie, and they were still struggling against the Warriors. Now, you just have LeBron and Love when he feels like showing up. You know, and it's against the 4 All-Stars and they just chilling. You know, it's just like, at this point, I'm kind of bored, all right? Now, at the same time, it's not all the way played out to me personally. I know so many people are so tired of it. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm done with this series. I'm not even gonna watch. It's very boring. And Warriors fans are getting, it's mainly Warriors fans too. Like, I'm seeing Cavaliers fans and they're fine with it. Warriors fans are getting very triggered over this as well, guys. I can't make this stuff up. They're just always triggered somehow, some way. But to me personally, the storyline isn't all the way played out just because, I mean, I want to see how LeBron can do. I want to see how many games this man can win by himself. I do. This whole storyline really isn't played out just yet to me. But at the same time, it kind of is, and it is very boring. Now, Warriors fans, let me just address y'all another time. You have to realize, seeing the same 2 teams in the NBA for 4 years straight, that's never been done before. And it's boring. It's getting old. I might take a nap in the middle of game 1. Like, we've seen that same thing over and over. It's like, you know, and all you did was add Kevin Durant to your squad. And then, oh wow, we won. We overcame all this adversity. No, you added Kevin Durant. Let me not go there because I can't win when I dabble in that. But I'm just saying, The only reason that I'm still interested in this matchup is to see what LeBron can do. Because let me tell you, if he can beat the Warriors, the whole GOAT conversation, let me tell you, not even the GOAT. I don't even consider that the same conversation, but the best player of all time. Guys, I think that's going to shift a little bit. I think, you know, it's going to change. That's all I'll say. I'm going to make a full video on that after this NBA Finals, seeing the outcome. But if LeBron can beat the Warriors by himself, basically, carrying the season on his back, tired, beaten, bruised, and if he somehow still beats the Warriors, I don't want to hear from a Warrior fan for the next 5 years. I don't care how many rings you win after that. None of them count. None of what you ever did has ever counted. If LeBron beats you. None. I don't care. No, LeBron has help. Stop it. You don't count. If LeBron wins. Now, if the Warriors win, and this is the saddest part, I feel like Warriors can't win. I mean, well, they'll win a ring, but they can't win because people are already just like, ugh, they're still turned off by the Warriors because they're such a super team. If they win, it's like they're supposed to win. Really, like LeBron struggled to come out of the Eastern Conference against a team full of rookies. Like, if you can't beat that with 4 All-Stars, KD included, Steph Curry included on your team, like, you're not even, you might as well just shut the Warriors down for 5 years, you know? So it's like they can't win. If they win, they're supposed to win. And it's boring still. People don't even care. If you don't win, you're literally the most trash team to ever exist, okay? You are. I don't care how far you got. If you end up losing this somehow, everything is canceled out, to me, personally. I'm sorry, and it sucks, because you can't win either way. You win a ring, so you can win, but it's just like, okay, the Warriors won. Like, a lot of rings, to me, I feel like, you know, I think different rings have different meanings. Like, you know, there are certain people that have rings that didn't really contribute, and it's like, okay, you have a ring, but you're not even anywhere near the GOAT conversation. You might have a bunch of rings, but you're not in the GOAT conversation because you didn't really do much, you know, or it wasn't a hard-fought ring for you. You know, I apply that same logic to actual rings for teams, actual banners. There are certain times, and please, I know people are gonna reference the Lakers. Go ahead, put it in the comments. Put them in the comments. I can already refute that. But, you know, people are calling this the most stacked team ever. NBA legends are calling it that. Coaches, analysts, everybody. The most stacked team ever. You know what I mean? And, like, coasting to a win, or especially, like, let's say this series is done quickly. You know, like, is that really as meaningful as of a banner as a Game 7 hard-fought win? Not to me. Now, some people don't care. They're like, banners are banners, and we're gonna gloat regardless. That's cool. That's you. But to me, I mean, like, I'm all for the storyline. I'm for the rivalries. I'm for, you know, I don't know. I'm a different type of fan. I'm an old type of fan. I don't know. A lot of new people, they don't really care. You know what I mean? They're trying to recruit Paul George. Free agency. They're like, if we can add him, that'll be great. So it's like, when are y'all gonna be satisfied? Like, how many rings are you gonna win like this? You know? Let's say they added Paul George and they won 5 consecutive rings. Like, would you guys really be I mean, I guess if it was my team, I'd be excited because we're winning. But, like, I would definitely be able to understand the rest of the league's disdain. Yes, SAT word. Disdain with me celebrating all the time, you know? That's what I'm saying. Warriors fans, you gotta at least get it. You know, I'm not asking you to be sad that your team's in the finals for the 4th consecutive year with 4 All-Stars and all this. I'm not. But you have to at least understand where everybody else is coming from when they say they're bored and they don't feel like watching this anymore. Cavs fans get it. How come y'all are the only ones tripping about this? But that's, I digress. This video is really long. This was just me sitting down talking to y'all. This is not the prediction video, obviously. I'll do that in a separate video. But I just wanted to discuss the different storylines and just stuff that's been running through my head, basically. So I want to see the comments. I want to see what you guys think. If you guys disagree or agree. I'm still very tired, so maybe these points weren't the best. I didn't really explain them like I really thought them out in my head, but hopefully I explained them well enough. I'm just so tired of seeing the same teams. I'm a little tired. But like this video if you enjoyed it. I'm going to be reading all the comments. Click here to watch my last video. Subscribe to the Splash Squad. I'll see y'all later. Peace.